Hey, good morning, guys. It is coffee and questions time. We're out here on the front porch. We got a beautiful sunshiny day, other than the fact that it's about in the 40s and cold wind. But anyway, we got some questions we want to answer today. I think this will be really helpful, especially for new people. This is from Mike, and Mike says, "Hey Eric, of all the videos y'all have done, I haven't seen one that you've been covered in sawdust, and I keep getting completely covered with sawdust whenever I carve a sign. So can you help me on this?" So yes, I absolutely can. So here's the deal. Number one, we modify our housings on the back side. For instance, on the Milwaukee router, we open up the back side, and that allows the sawdust to actually escape out the back side. Palm routers, when they're designed, very few of them are opened up on the back side. Almost all of them are closed in. So if you don't open up and modify the back side of the housing, then all of the sawdust blows directly on you. Number two, on the DeWalt 611, on that one, on the DeWalt, one of the things I really like about the DeWalt is you can turn the router around inside the housing. And the reason that it can come into play is that many times, depending on the way you're holding the router and with the base plate, the router will actually blow sawdust out one side more than it will the other. So if you have a modified housing, you can actually turn the router around and look through the hole that you've opened up on the back side. With the DeWalt, all you have to do is just take the housing out and turn it around and turn it 180 degrees. Number three is you can hook up some type of a vacuum system. Now, I don't like any kind of connections to my router. However, you could hook up a backdraft, and we'll put a link in the description below to a little backdraft manifold that I made a video on a couple years ago. So you could set up some type of a vacuum system, and that will work for you as well.
All right, so question number two, and this
one will be shorter, I'm sure.
Yeah, this one will definitely be shorter, but this guy didn't give me his name. This was just saw this today. So he sent me an email saying that he's just getting started. He's never carved before, and he's just kind of getting started. And he wants to know what the best size and font is for new carvers. And the 1.5" fatty font is by far the best, because it's not, an inch is a little bit small. You kind of messing with your depths. 2 inches a little bit big. But 1.5", and especially with a fatty font, it's a lot more forgiving. There's not as many straight lines, and the font itself has kind of some waviness to it. So when you're first getting started, you're going to have some waviness to your lines, so it really kind of goes well with the fatty font. So that's what I told him. And another thing about it is it's kind of a different look. The Clarendon and the Universal and stuff, they're more uniform, but the fatty font is kind of a free-form look, and it's my wife's favorite, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of I don't know, I think of it as kind of a bubble letter.
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah, it's kind of bubbly.
It has kind of not a true bubble, but kind of a bubbly. And so I would answer exactly the same. 1.5" is more applicable for signs. It's not too small, it's not too big. You can fit more letters than you could if you were a 2-inch. By far, that's the most popular for a brand new sign carvers.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, if you start off with something real hard, it's super easy to get frustrated and just say, screw it. So, start off with something nice and easy like 1.5" fatty font, and then kind of build from there.
Yep, I agree 100%. All right, there you go, guys. I know mine was kind of long and yours was kind of short. Anyway, if you have questions, please email me, eric@makeawoodsign.com.
Or me, Ryan@makeawoodsign.com, and we're happy to answer you guys' questions.
And keep the questions coming. I think this is this coffee and questions thing. We kind of got away from that for a while, but we seem to be getting really good response. So if you guys have questions, don't hesitate, man. Shoot us those questions, and we'll get them answered for you. We'll answer you right away on email, but we'll answer everybody on video. Thanks, guys. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.